Hi guys, it's Terry from the PGSC here. We're going to go through the new meta deck on the block, the new hotness, the Salamangreat deck. So we're just going to showcase the 2-card combo, and then we're going to do a few test hands just to see what your boards may look like with a full hand. For the 2-card combo, typically involves your Lady Debug and your Gazelle. Probably two best cards in the deck at this moment in time. So what you need to do is you're going to normal summon your Lady Debug, and then you're going to search your Salamangreat Spinny. You're then going to link your Debug into the Salamangreat Balinx. Balinx effect will activate, getting you your Salamangreat Sanctuary. You can then activate your Sanctuary, just get out of the way. You can then use Spinny's effect because you control a Salamangreat card to discard it, targeting your Balinx and giving your Balinx 500. Because the Salamangreat monster has been sent to your graveyard, you can activate your Gazelle, and Gazelle will special summon itself. Then Gazelle's effect will send you a Salamangreat card from your deck to your graveyard. You can send, in this situation, you want to send one of your 2 traps, either your Roar or your Rage. In this situation, you're going to send a Roar. You can then activate the second effect of Spinny because you control a Salamangreat monster. You can special summon from your graveyard. It will get banished when it leaves the field, but this is why we're going to Xyz with it. So we're going to overlay into the Salamangreat Mirage Dahlia. We're going to detach, very key, I'm not kidding, very key, detach your Gazelle. Do it.
This will become apparent in a few moves' time.
So then you can special summon a Salamangreat from your deck. In this situation, you're going to special summon your Salamangreat Jaguar. You then are going to link away with these 2 into your first Sunlight Wolf, and then what you're going to do is you're going to link away with this Sunlight Wolf into another Sunlight Wolf, with Sanctuary. This effect doesn't activate. Just want to throw that out there in case you're going to get scammed by someone. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to use Jaguar's effect, targeting the Sunlight Wolf from your grave. You're going to shuffle it back into your, well, in this point, extra deck, and special summon Jaguar. And then your Sunlight Wolf's effect will trigger because something's been normal summoned, or in this case, special summoned to its link point. You can add back 1 fire monster from your grave. So you're going to add back your Gazelle. That's why you need to detach your Gazelle. And then because this Sunlight Wolf has been reincarnated, you can then add back 1 Salamangreat spell trap from your graveyard. You get to add back your Roar. You're going to set your Roar, and you really want to make sure you do this. You're going to link away the Jack into another Balinx. You need to do this, or just to be safe, because if they say Kaiju, if they get rid of your Sunlight Wolf, say with a Kaiju or just some other way like that, your Roar then becomes dead because it requires a Salamangreat Link monster to be on field. But that is the combo that ends you with 3 monsters on board, the Gazelle back in hand, and a trap, in this case, a counter trap set. So what I'm going to do now is just try to go through a couple test hands, just because I feel it's a better representation of what you can probably do with the deck. Salamangreat is a bit of a weird one. It's a very consistent engine and a very consistent deck, but I feel a lot of the power also comes from the non-archetypal cards you can play. So we'll give that a go. Sorry.
We'll try shuffling the deck.
It's been a long day. It's been a very long day. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the benefit of a phantom hand cut, but I'm pretty sure.
No, we will. That's
fine. He's gonna give it a shot. He's gonna give it a shot.
Oh,
we did it.
Oh.
We
almost.
Almost. We did it.
There we go.
Alright, so we'll see what we get. So we draw into Buffalo, Jaguar, Called by the Grave, Lady Debug, and an Ash Blossom.
One important thing to note about Buffalo is that it is not cost to discard. So just in case anyone tries to tell you otherwise, it isn't. So you can do it after the fact.
Okay, so here's an actual pretty interesting, and this is seemingly a very big debate between Salamangreat players. Which is the better one? because Buffalo, still gets you, to draw 2 cards. Lady Debug and gets you Definitive Search. In this situation, I'm going to go with the Flame Buffalo because while the Debug gets you one specific card, in order to make good use of the, like say, the Gazelle that I'm going to search off it, I'd have to relink my Bailings, and I wouldn't necessarily want to do that. So I think the Buffalo is going to be the better option just to dig for a few cards.
I've found with Salamangreats that everything is very situational. There's no hard and fast rules. So in this case where you say, is it Lady Debug or is it Flame Buffalo? It all depends what else you have in your hand. In this case, there aren't any other extenders. So I would have said Flame Buffalo as well. If you draw the Gazelle, then you have all your plays. If you play Lady Debug, you're like Terry said, you will have to relink your Baylinks, which isn't ideal. So we'll go ahead with the Flame Buffalo. I think that's the right choice.
Definitely. And so we're going to almost win our Buffalo. We're then going to link away with it to go for our Baylinks. Then you can order your chain links in this way. So I'd like to make Buffalo chain link 1 and a Baylinks chain link 2. This way, apart from chain blocking, what can be a more important effect, you can also deck thin a little bit and not draw into your Sanctuary. So we'll get the Sanctuary from deck. It should be here.
Or in one case that I had on Thursday this week, they ashed my Baylinks and I drew into the Sanctuary anyway with Buffalo's effect.
Yeah. And then
Phantom Hand coming in.
Yep, we're going for it. I mean, we also have the Claw with the Grave, so...
True, yeah.
And here's the fun part, where it's going to be the best option to discard our Jack, but you could, if you had literally nothing else and you open these two, Buffalo just requires you to discard a Cyberse monster, which Debug also is.
True. If you discard the Jack, though, it could trigger a Gazelle that you draw off the effects.
So we're going to hope to get a little bit lucky.
See what happens.
We draw, and we draw... Ooh, we drew another Ladybug.
Ladybug.
And we drew a Foxy. Okay. This is it's not great. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's not ideal. Yeah. Well then. I think the best we're going to...
Yeah, I think you're still going to have to relink the Baylinks.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. Sorry. We're then going to have to use our Jack. We could make a Sunlight Wolf. I don't see the point.
Nope.
But we can. Or what we can sort of do, and it's not great. Ooh, it's not here at the moment. But some people can play the Hita, the Fire Charmer or Blaze.
No, there should be a Hita in the deck. No.
Well, I believe we would play it because it's a good card. It requires 2 monsters, and at least one of them has to be a fire monster. Hold on, we're gonna see if we can. There it is. There we go.
In the deck box. There we go.
Hidden away. Sorry about that. You can go for the Hita, the Charmer Blaze, because in the mirror match, it's pretty good. You can get basically any Salamangreat card from their graveyard.
So if you special summon a Gazelle from their graveyard, you get the effect to send one.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's pretty cool against things like, say, Sky Striker. You can bring back a Kagari. And then, but it has to be, just to be clear as well, it has to be special summoned to a zone that Hita points to. But the even other part is that even if Hita is destroyed, it can search a fire monster with 1500 less defense from your deck. That can get you your, well, pretty much anything. You can get you your Spinny, you can get you your Gazelle, you can get you Foxy, you can get you a Buffalo,
a Dogoran,
which I
can't get an Ash.
You can't get an Ash, unfortunately, but
I think that's about it.
Yeah,
in the deck.
But you can get quite a few things. So we've not opened the best. or we've not drawn into the best, but we have a Call by the Grave, we have an Ash Blossom. There's something you can do.
We hope they don't kill us, and then we try next turn.
Well, let's just see what we draw. Another Buffalo. Really likes this. But this time, I think we could probably do something good. We can discard our Foxy instead, and that could give us some more plays.
True. Yeah.
So we're gonna try to go.
Go again.
We're gonna go in. We're gonna just maybe put our cards a little further away from each other. But you know what? Sometimes this stuff happens. You see, we could show you, you know, like all the ideal hands, but sometimes you're just gonna, you know, break a little, and it's nice to know how far you can get.
Not very, it seems.
Yeah, you need to probably see some power cards here. We'll go for the. You know, right, so test hand number 2. We're going to draw a Call by the Grave, Effect Veiler, another Call by the Grave, a Jack Jaguar, and a Lady Debug. Alright. So this time we're going to see what we can do with the this. So on the plus side, you're not getting hand trapped. So we'll no more our Lady Debug. We will then get our Gazelle. We'll link into our Balinks. Balinks will get us our Sanctuary. He says, looking for the Sanctuary. There it is. We're then going to relink using our Balinks to get another Balinks. Gazelle will trigger because Salamangreat has been sent to our graveyard, so we'll special summon it. We'll activate Gazelle's effect. And there's a few things you can do here. You could just send, you could just send a trap or something, but that actually doesn't get you anywhere because you've used a relink effect. So what I'm going to do in this situation is, this is going to be a bit weird. But what we're going to do, I think, is I'm going to send our Foxy. We're then going to activate our Foxy's effect. Well, Foxy's effect, we can, while it's in the graveyard, and there's a face-up spell trap in the field, we'll discard a Salamangreat card to special summon our Foxy. And you can then destroy one face-up spell trap on the field. So that applies for your opponent's floodgates, your opponent's field spell in the mirror, other things like that.
We're assuming in this instance we're going first, so we won't activate the effect.
Yeah, definitely not. We're going to overlay into our Mirage Stallion. We're going to detach our Gazelle, again, important. And this time we're going to go for our other level 4 in our deck, which is the Falco. We're then going to link away with these two into our Sunlight Wolf. We're then going to use our Jack's effect to, in this case we're going to put back our Mirage Stallion, summon Jack to Sunlight Wolf's zone. Sunlight Wolf's effect will activate. We will then add back our Gazelle. Then we can overlay into an Abyss Dweller. We can't activate the Abyss Dweller this turn, but why would we want to? It's our turn. We can then, in this case, I guess, set our Call by the Graves, assuming we haven't used them. And we're ending with an Abyss Dweller, a Sunlight Wolf, an Effect Veiler. Yeah, it's again it's not like absolutely broken, but plays can be made. In this case, you could sort of, if you say had another Salamangreat spell trap, you could detach the Falco and then set the Salamangreat trap to your, spell trap card zone. By detaching any of these, if you really wanted to, you can special summon the Gazelle because the Salamangreat Ghost has been sent to the graveyard. There are options, but again, wasn't the best hand, but you can at least make some form of play. So we're going to try at least one more. Hopefully, we'll get there.
So at least now you're getting to see a couple of the alternative hands rather than the standard combo. We are playing a lot of play starters. So we have 3 Lady Debug, we have 2 Flame Buffalo, we have 3 Foxy, we've got the 3 Gazelle, 3 Spinny. We just don't happen to be seeing them.
Alright, we'll go for one. Right, let's see where we're at this time. Call by the Grave.
Of course.
Will, Lady Debug, an Effect Failure, and Buffalo. Of course. The I don't know what I want to do here.
I would still try the Flame Buffalo and discard the.
Yeah, we're gonna dig for more cards because the key thing is we've also drawn the Will. And while we would love to resolve Will's second effect, which is the Soul Charge-esque effect, if you can control a Salamangreat Link monster that's been linked someone using a monster with the same name, it's also just straight up either a special summon from hand or a special summon monster from the graveyard. So we're going to normal summon our Buffalo, link away into our Balinks, Balinks Chain Link, Buffalo Chain Link 1, Balinks Chain Link 2. We're going to add our Sanctuary. Try to do this. We're going to discard this, and hopefully we're going to draw into a Foxy and a Jack. Okay.
So, what are you doing here?
Okay. So
just so the viewers are aware, this does seem like the deck breaks a lot. I feel Terry's just having some really bad luck.
Let's see what we can try. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate our Will. Use Will's effect to special summon our Foxy. We can then link these 2 away into our Sunlight Wolf. We can use our Foxy's effect to discard our Jack to special summon itself.
I mean, you could do Foxy to Sunlight Wolf Zone to add back the Buffalo.
Yeah.
If you were so inclined.
True. I'm going to just link. You can also still do this. If I'm going to link away with the Wolf to special summon another one. We could use our Jack's effect to shuffle back in, special summon this. And then we can use this effect to add back the Buffalo for next turn. We can set one. We could make another fire monster if we really wanted to, but there's not really much point. The only really cool thing you can do is if your opponent for some reason chose to ash you on something. I mean, I know it's a bit late now, but we're just going to say you can again make your Hita ablaze.
Well, since you have the call by, you're likely to have stopped the ash.
True. I'm just at this moment now. I'm just trying to show you what options could be available. If they have a 3, or if they've ashed you, you can bring back the ash, overlay into your Stalio, detach, get your Gazelle, and try to get plays going from that way. It's been a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. The hands have been not great, but this is isn't a reflection of what the deck is capable of. We'll try one really quick one, at least to see if the hand is
Right, we'll try one hand. See what comes of it. It must be the The phantom hand cut.
Yep, you see, it's just...
I wish I could give all my opponents this.
Right, so...
Ladybug.
That's
Consistency. Yeah, that's the way.
There we go. We, okay, yeah. Alright, this seems alright.
Right, so that's 2 Ladybug, 1 Foxy, 1 Gazelle, and 1 Spinny. So that's everything you need.
Yeah, you have quite a lot here. This is really interesting. So again,
yeah, just play through this quickly. We all know what we're doing. So lead.
What I'm gonna do here.
Are you gonna try the Foxy?
I'm gonna try the Foxy. Foxy's first effect.
Area 0 like effect.
Yeah.
Reveal 3. Add the Salamangreat. You can go. You can add Fusion of Fire.
So what's up for next turn? So we'll link into, we'll just go through this really quickly. This, so you can now order your chain links. 1, Bailings, Gazelle 2, special. Get your Sanctuary.
Quick note: don't do what Terry has done, because if you activate the Sanctuary straight away, you miss the chance to activate Gazelle effect.
Yeah,
so always add to hand, activate Gazelle effect,
then declare Gazelle's effect again. Sorry, boys. We're aware that this has been a long video. In this case, I think I'm going to send a different card. I'm going to send our
Rage.
Our Rage. There, so just send Rage.
Or Roar, or anything you really need at this point.
We'll discard our Spinny because we control Salamangreat monster, targeting our Balinks. Spinny's effect to special summon itself. You've seen it before. Overlay.
Mirage Stalio.
Yeah.
Jaguar. Sunlight Wolf.
This.
So now we've actually managed to get to the classic combo of Salamangreat.
Yeah, so there. Away. Sunlight Wolf.
I think you've forgotten a step there.
Yes, sorry.
Activate that Sanctuary.
Yep. Just activate the Sanctuary. We'll do it.
Another important note: it has to be activated at some point before you try and reincarnation link.
Oh man, your opponent won't know the difference. It'll be fine. Effect of the Jaguar shuffling in your Wolf's effect to add back Cell, and then Wolf's effect again to add back your Rage. Set your Rage, and once again you're at the same point. Trap 3 monsters, field spell. This, but now you also at least have the Fusion of Fire, so you can most likely kill them next game.
So with Rage, you're not reliant on having the Link monster. If it's not reincarnation Link, there's not really much point. Because you could just send the Jaguar off of it anyway. But that's using pretty much your best opening hand, opening all of your play starters, tend on nigh on the exact same board as the 2-card combo. You have the ability to pretty much do the exact same thing again next turn. So there we have Salamangreats, their classic combo, and what you do when you brick.
Yes.
Which seems to be a lot, but we hope that you'll believe us when we say it doesn't brick as much as that.
Look, it's a very competitive deck. Unfortunately, apparently, I'm just bad with it in terms of drawing cards. I'll work on that for our next video. So once again, thank you for your time.
I think a light bit of stacking could help with this next time. Like your first hand was great. You just, every single card you needed was on the top of the deck.
It's just pure. Yes, you know what victory is? Stacking, boys. Please don't do those at tournaments.
We've got it on video.
Stacking.
Terry likes to stack.
Sure. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel, and look forward to our next content.
Is it going to be a zombie video?
We're not a zombie channel.
I feel like our next video could be a zombie video.
We're not a zombie channel, but it's probably going to be a zombie video. See you then.